I welcome everyone here. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful. And let's see here. Any questions, any comments? My name is Mark Earlix, and I am a healer by the grace of God. This is what I do in my life. And I work with many, many people. And I was waiting for someone else to come on in, at least a couple other people, but that's okay. And I was waiting for Lindsay to come on in too, so I can answer her questions. And let's see, any questions, any comments? I can try to answer anyone, anything there, Aria? Anything you can think of? Nothing? All right.
Well, you know me, I always think of something, but no, not right this second.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. And
where'd I go?
There you are. You disappeared. Part of the trade, huh?
That's fine.
That's okay. And Elizabeth, how you doing, my dear? Turn on your mic, hon.
Better, yeah, I'm getting slightly better, and I can't thank you enough. This is kind of a question. I mean,
Please.
I had, this disease for so long of my bowel, and
Yes.
I'm healing from that slowly, like really, really, really slow increments. But after I saw you the last time, like, it was like I felt gurglings. I felt, things were happening, like I could feel that it really was taking off. And so then it's been a little while since I've been here, and I have been, when I feel in pain, I just imagine that I'm in this room. I imagine that sensation of God's healing or whatever it is. I imagine that sensation, and my body starts to move again. Is that like okay that I do that?
Oh my God, yes, yes. It's funny because there's been so many people in the past. They start to their bodies start to remember the discomforts that they had at different times or another. And then they'll remember the feeling of my hands on them when I saw them in person, or they'll remember, say, the healing circle or stuff like that. And for some uncanny reason, by the grace of God, they feel better, and I say, hey, thanks, boss.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. And I have like sensation in place, because I had spinal surgery. That's how this all started. And so the nerves are even starting to rewire, at my root. So thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. And I'll work more with that today too. And we'll see if we can quicken it even more, which is really neat. And you're feeling the sensation, in my understanding, I know nothing medically, but in my understanding, you're feeling the sensation because there's a regeneration that's beginning to happen.
Yeah.
And each person in their own way, everyone is just so unique. And with our life's understandings, with our psychology, with the emotional, with biological, everything, everyone is totally unique. There are no two people the same. And so for you, this is just absolutely perfect. I'm thrilled to hear that you were affected by this stuff.
Yeah.
And now all I request from you is a very short paragraph of what it was like before and what's happened since.
Oh, I would love to. Is there like a spot on your website to do it, or just can I email it, or?
Email it. I'll post it for you.
Okay, that'd be awesome, because I can't see very well. So yeah, that would be awesome.
That's fine.
And I have wanted to do that like for a couple of weeks, but
please.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and as soon as I read it, I'll keep rereading it and embellish it.
Very funny. All right, thank you.
All right. As with anyone, I would love to receive confirmations of things, what's happened with them since. That would be lovely. And I'll embellish everyone. So, all right. And I'll put it on a wall. You know.
No, it's amazing. It really is. It's like my bowel is finally communicating with my brain. You know, it's like the nerves are going like.
Yeah, there's an
Sorry.
integration that's happening.
Right. That's what I wanted to say. Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah, that's lovely. That's great. And it's finally saying, I'm free, I'm free. And it's fitting in your body. You know, sometimes after surgical procedures, when they go into the abdominal cavity or anywhere in there, the surgeons, what they'll do is they'll move organs around, and it usually takes 6 months to a year to 2 years for the organs to settle back into a place. And what happens is there's a lot of discomforts in that time, during that time, in the interim, until it gets better. And oftentimes when I'll be able to go in and help those organs settle much quicker, so I'm told, you know, within days or a couple weeks, it'll just find its place, whatever it should be. And I just say, thank you, boss. And so, cool. Hey, Ray, how you doing, my friend?
All right, Mark, how's it going?
Well, thank you. Glad to see you here, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, good, good, good. And there you are. All right. So, Catherine, how you doing, my dear friend?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I haven't seen you for a while, but it's good to see you now.
cool, cool. Thanks for being here.
Sure. Thanks for
Yeah.
being there.
My pleasure, Rosa. And that's Italian. So, all right, I'm fluent. So, and Leslie, how you doing, my dear friend?
Oh,
Good. This is my first time joining this group and this experience. I met you once long time ago.
How many years ago was that? And where?
Mhm. In Scottsdale.
Oh my God. Yeah. Many years ago then.
Through Heather Kronroth.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
She's awesome. I remember
Yes, she
her.
is.
All right. Great, great, great. Thanks so much for being here. How did you hear about this?
I Instagram connected with you, and so I'm getting a lot of information. And of course, Heather tells me, you know, you would do well to listen to Mark. And I said, okay. So here I am listening.
So am I. So, all
Yeah.
right. I'll learn something too. So,
Great.
all right, Catherine. You doing good
Yes.
there, my dear? How you doing?
Well, I had I had a sty from hell in September, and it took like 3 weeks and antibiotics, and then it just jumped my nose and came to the other side, and this one isn't as bad, and I'm hoping to avoid the antibiotics.
Do
But
they have
one
you
thing-
on viral medication?
viral?
Yeah. Okay.
Like, yeah. What were you, like what?
I don't know. I know nothing
Oh.
medically. I was just curious.
Yeah, just, well, they have drops. I'm taking drops,
Okay, good.
and that's
Good.
why I'm hoping to be able to avoid
Yeah.
the
Does it
antibiotics.
seem to be helping the drops?
Yeah, where
Good.
it didn't before.
Okay.
I had gel, I guess you'd say. It was a ointment.
Yeah, the
Before-
ointment has also, I'm assuming, petroleum base in there, and that's not too cool for
Sure.
absorption and whatever, and elimination of things. But in any case, my medical knowledge is listening to an ex-wife speak over the phone to other doctors and get consults and patients, stuff like that. But I only heard half the conversation. So I can't give medical advice.
Right. Well, I understand that.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know what it's about. I
Okay.
mean,
Yeah. Believe
there've
me,
been things.
it has nothing to do with spiritual reasons. Nothing.
Yeah.
And so
Okay.
don't blame it on, oh, I'm not seeing something correctly or whatever. And
Good, because I read something and I thought, that's just stupid.
good.
I thought, what? I don't want to see my messed up apartment. Okay. Okay. I get that.
As long as you're enjoying your life, there's a communion there, and there's a communication between you and God, and what I refer to as God or source or whatever you want to call it, the nameless one, whatever. And that's all it wants, is that communication in whatever form you give it. Every word, every thought, every action is our living prayer, literally. So, you know, if you want to kneel down and give thanks for things, or adoration, you know, adoration to God, that's great too. Or pray for things. God's going to communicate with you and answer, but it takes the communication in order to do that. And so, don't worry about spiritual things causing aches and pains in the body or diseases and stuff like that. That's not always the case. So a lot of people put a lot of credence in that, and it's a false way of finding yourself or something. I don't know what. And I work with more people that are on health food diets and exercising, you know, so those are my main people that I work with. So,
That's funny. Okay.
I think so too. But so, you know, my preference is a good cup of coffee and almond M&Ms. That's my
Your
real-
go-to?
I'm sorry?
That's your go-to?
Yes. It used to be frozen Snickers, but then I evolved.
There we
And,
go.
Yeah.
How funny. But
So,
those are good.
and as far as, you know, needing sleep and stuff like that, I personally average between 2 to 4 hours a night. And as far
Wow.
as doing anything else, I may eat once a day, maybe a half a meal or a sandwich, you know, or something. That's been my life for years. So
Wow.
much for spirituality coming into it all. I had a teacher. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a teacher that says, oh, in order to be, when I was a novice, he told everyone, well, you know, people can't be healers because they're not heavy enough to carry the power, force, and energy. And, you know, and I said, I didn't know what to say about it at the time, but years later, I reflected on that and I said, okay,
Thank you.
yeah. He's a great guy, you know, but he was just talking, I guess, or giving his thoughts. We have a lot of misconceptions about spirituality and healing that everyone carries, and it's mostly because of what people hear and what they see other people saying or whatever, and whatever, you know.
Mhm.
Any case, cool. Any questions from anyone I could try to answer while we have time, and before we go on with the healing? Please, anything. I'd love to answer questions. If you can try to stump me with anything, I'd love it. and, and then you'll hear about the world of Garp Mark. And so,
The world
right.
what?
Of Garp Mark.
Art Mark. Oh, okay.
Garp. Yeah, Garp
Yes,
Mark. Yeah.
that's what I thought.
So, all right. Anything. You're getting humored out of all this, aren't you, Aria? All right, good. Aria's my.
I want
ahead.
Elizabeth Pressman's background. I love
I wish
that.
I could remember who the artist is, but I'll check it out for you before I split today and let you know. But somebody on Etsy, I think I just was searching for Samhain and witches or something like that. So yeah, that's the
Cool.
research, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, great pick. That's wonderful.
Uh-huh.
All right. So in any case, any more questions or comments, please?
I do have a question, like
Please.
when you were talking about, so about healing, like all healing being like okay, like it can't be harmful, but like a group of people, my sangha, who I'm not crazy about right now, was praying for me, and I did take a decline when they were chanting for me. So I feel like unsolicited healing sometimes can be,
Yes.
you know, like your body goes like, "Grr," you know.
Yeah. Now the difference is when people are really feeling it inside, the divinity takes it and works it and reshapes it, remolds it, makes it more perfect, and then reshapes it again and remolds it again and shoots it back to us on the right continent and the right body, to the right person, to the right group of people that's also affected by that. And it all happens within 1/10 speed of light. But what happens also is if people don't have the true intent from the heart,
Mm,
then it's not giving to God a perfection that we're asking God for.
yes, agreed. Yeah,
That's my perspective of it.
yeah, agreed. Yeah, God is
If people are
just-
just saying it, you know, it's kind of washed away, and you know, things happen, you know. Yeah.
No,
That makes so much sense.
right.
Yeah. Also, when someone says, "Oh, I'm going to send you light," and I say, "For what? To make me light up, or to make me nervous? You know, light for energy, or what?" And you know, they don't know what to say because they don't understand their intent of the light. If it's something productive, share what you're feeling the production might be, you know. Otherwise, it's just words and a thought, a good intention thought. You know, that's nice and, you know, great. When someone says, "Oh, I'm going to send you energy," and like I asked for it, and because I'm too full of energy anyway. And so they're saying, "I'm going to send you energy." And so I remember one time, many years ago in Chicago, someone said, "Oh," they were looking at me. He said, "I'm going to give you energy." And I held out my hand and I said, "Shake." And I went, you know, so, you know, they didn't know what to say, you know, but what's the energy for? You know, what's the light for? If you can put it into a productive focus for something creative, that's awesome. And if it's needed for the person. For someone like me, if you know, someone sends me energy, I say, "Why? I have so much, you know, you can have mine, you know, otherwise I want to be up all night, you know." But either because I am anyway, but
True. And plus, if it's like, you know, if it's like got the ego, if it's I'm sending you this, then, you know, God is out of the equation there, you know. So yeah.
God loves to give us. God just loves it. And that's our communion that we're experiencing. That's our communication that we're experiencing. That's our entrapment of God because we're asking God for something. So we're literally entrapping God like it's ours. But in reality, we already live with God. So why not tap into that? And that's the most difficult thing, as simple as it sounds, to live with God or the creator or the nameless one or the universal, whatever you want to call it. We already live with it. It's almost like the analogy I give that is, you know how when we were a kid, that either we witnessed someone or we saw one somewhere or we watched a movie on it. Someone creates a terrarium. They put little seedlings in it and in this big glass jar. And then they put a little bit of water in there and we put a cork on the top and we let it sit for years and it's flourishing and flourishing and flourishing and developing into a forest within itself, this little universe of a glass jar. And well, we're the same way. We live in that atmosphere. We have the availability to all the nutrients. We have the availability to all the understandings of our environment. We have it within us. It's already there. And that environment is that divinity, that godliness. So, and we have a communication with it as we become more simple in our life, and that's kind of the trick of it. And we get to become more simple as we learn to focus on life, on things individually. It's our nature. But what we do is we're looking outside of ourselves most often for stuff, for answers, for gifting, for whatever. We look up, up in the sky, say, oh God, help me. It's not in the sky 3 blocks up and 4 to the north. It's within and all around. We're living with it. And we've forgotten that to some extent, so. All right, cool. All right. I hope that, addresses.
Totally resonates. My life is a lot simpler now. Like all of that resonates, and instead of just think, it's all around us. And like every morning, like even before I get out of bed, I always say good morning, no name, because in the hospital it had no name.
Yes.
So, so I kept on dying and seeing something, and so it has no name.
Sure.
So, I could have dying, seeing light. So I just call it no name.
Excellent. Excellent. And the last comment I'll make is that, we don't live in it. We live with it, because this is an extension of this. So we live with it. There's no separation, never has been. Never has been a separation. And it's the same thing, the reason for life is that we're a part of it. And we initially started as little wild neutrinos in our universe. And later they became reactive, which created eventually form, which created the earth, which created our place on earth. It created form. And that's where we're from. Those little neutrinos that initially started wildly all throughout the universe. That was the beginnings of our life, the very beginnings. In the mind that was maybe not even conscious at that time, the mind of God of that, but it created form or purpose, which we're from, our origin. Just thoughts wanted to share. Cool. All right. Ruth, anything in particular you'd like me to work with? Name one thing, my dear, please.
My back and the osteoporosis, it needs to be strengthened. I've got some pain going on. So yeah,
Okay.
it'd be good.
Love to work with you.
Thank you.
All right, great. And I'm curious though, Ruth, real briefly, do you do anything for yourself, by yourself, that you love to do?
Well, if it was warmer out, I'd be riding my bike.
All right, and how long has that been about? Excuse me.
At least a week since it was warm enough.
All right. As you do that, either every couple days or once a week or whatever, you'll find that there's a regeneration that begins to happen.
Because I'm doing something for me, doing something I love to do.
Yes, exactly. By yourself.
Yeah.
That's the secret. I used to have very, very severe osteoarthritis and fibromyalgia, very severe. And the doctor just said, "Oh, here's a bunch of meds." He gave me a bag full of meds to take home.
Exactly.
And I looked at him and I said, I kneeled before this little altar I had. I said, "God, kill me, take my life." And then it came to me to do something. Literally, it was very vivid and very loud, to do something for myself that I like to do for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then over the weeks, it disappeared. I no longer had it. I don't even have symptoms of the arthritis anymore. So that went away years ago when I started doing that once a week. Then it went into every few days that I would do it.
Uh-huh.
Didn't tell anyone what I was doing. I just enjoyed myself.
Yeah, I am usually so busy doing things for others that.
Exactly. There has to be a balance of earth and heaven.
No kidding.
All right, my dear.
Thank you.
Now,
Mark.
people, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Sure. And I did work with you, so let's see how that affects you as well.
Yes.
Now, people may feel things or experience things subtly or dramatically when I'm working with them, or they may feel nothing. And there is no right or wrong, good or bad in the mind of God. It's our own perceptions that create those conflicts. So, or reactions, just to let you know. All righty. Ray, my friend, talk to me. Tell me any one thing that's bugging in your body you'd like me to work with.
Well, recently I got intermediate level of prostate cancer diagnosis. Had a CAT scan today, so the biopsy already came back. I'll know more about the CAT scan in the next day or two, but
Okay.
I'm feeling good in terms of that overall general health.
Good.
So yeah, it's like a new chapter. I think the biopsy had like 11 out of 12 spots. So it's kind of, the doc told me it's kind of like intermediate level.
Okay.
It's not super aggressive, but it's around, and hopefully he thinks it's not at the edges, which is good.
Excellent.
So that's what I got going.
All right. I'd love to work with you. And you said that was the prostate area?
Yes.
Okay, good. Not good, but let me work with it.
All right. I got you.
Oftentimes what as a result, people say when they follow through with the medical science aspect of it, say like radiations or the chemos or whatever, most often what will happen, not all the time, but most often what will happen is that there's say when they go in for a surgical procedure, the doctors will say, "Oh my God, that was so easy. The skin cooperated just beautifully," or whatever. And that happens. That happens too, or it's easily rectified. So that was my take on it. And what I saw was like little popping bubbles of light, really tiny, tiny, like fizz from a soda. And there was a clarity in that. So which told me to say what I did.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to, just keep staying on top of it, putting it behind me, probably
Excellent.
gonna have to come out, but I'm just gonna go what I guess
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. And sometimes people will follow through with that according to their needs. And sometimes, which I pray it happens with you too, is that it all disappears or gets lessened somehow. But you won't know that because the scans or x-rays or whatever they are, the scans are going to show what's been scanned prior. So we'll see. And we'll see what they find and what they want. And I personally feel that it might be made a lot easier for you now.
Okay. Thank you, Mark.
My pleasure. And please, I want to remind everyone on the website, if anyone wants to give from the heart, there's a place called gifting there. And it's not only to help me keep going, but it's also for other people that I work with that can't afford anything. And at the same time, it's not, the time of Jesus anymore, when not equating myself to Jesus, but it's not the time of Jesus anymore. He just walks down and everyone follows him and say, heals me. I wouldn't have time or the money to eat if that were that situation. So, but again, it's for other people as well, people that I know on the street that I work with, two of them now, and also for to keep the organization going, and it's for other people who don't have a lot of money. And so I just want to let everyone know there's a place for gifting on the website. And we do have a healing clinic, which is like a mini appointment, individualistic mini appointment on Thursdays. So please do take advantage of that as well. Everything's on the website, markearlix.com. So there.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. And now, Leslie, anything in particular, my dear? Please.
Particular, in a nutshell.
One thing.
The autoimmune, the inflammation that is robust in my body.
And how is it affecting you?
It slows whatever process. Well, first of all, aging has come to light in my mind lately, that everything has geared down a little bit, and I think less movement is allowing more of that inflammation to stay more
Stabilized.
to pool, if you will. So
Stabilized.
yeah. So I fell down the stairs the other day and really hurt my hip. And
okay. Is it still bothering you?
The ankle and the hip were injured, and the ankle's doing better, but the hip is not.
Okay. You want me to work with the hip?
Sure.
Okay.
I'd actually rather you work with my heart. I didn't realize I was born with a hole in my heart, which has now gone into some pulmonary edema, hypertension. And I think that is, I could work with my hip if I could just breathe.
Okay, let's hold off for a second.
Okay.
We're jumping around. Let's go back to the heart for a second.
Okay.
And over the years, has the hole in the heart closed?
No.
Oh, it's still there and, okay. All right. Let me work, and can you feel the effects of that in the hypertensions or whatever?
Mhm.
Okay. Let me work with that, huh?
Okay.
Otherwise, we're getting around to a lot of things and I don't have time. Not that I don't want to, but I don't have time.
No, this is my first time. I didn't know how to approach it, but
Don't
yeah.
worry about it. You got it. You got it. You're perfect. You may experience something happening inside your body. Maybe,
Okay.
maybe not. The ones who do need to, the ones who don't need to.
Okay.
No right or wrong, good or bad.
Okay.
All right. Did you notice anything happen? It's okay if you didn't, but I'm just curious if you did. That's fine. Do you feel hyperactive now?
No. Hyperactive?
Or,
Energized?
yeah, anything?
I feel calm.
Okay, let's see what more transpires from that.
Okay.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks for letting me work with you.
Thank you.
Let's see what happens.
Okay.
All right. If you ever want to follow up with an appointment with that, let me know.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, good. All righty. Catherine, my dear, what did you want me to work with here? Turn on your mic. Can't hear you otherwise.
Sorry.
okay.
The styes and
Oh, this time, okay.
I've just been, I don't know. I know that this is, I think for a personal appointment, but I've been real weepy today. And a friend had a gruesome accident and died 8 days later. And I'm more upset now than I was a couple weeks ago during that period.
Sure.
I don't know why.
Because it takes time to process. And a part of that is, you know, sometimes when we get weepy and is even though it might be for a specific reason that hits us later or sooner or whatever, there's still that's like for me to interpret is like communication of God saying it still loves you. The divinity loves you.
And that's why I'm feeling so vulnerable.
Yes, and now you have an opportunity of trusting your source, if that makes sense. It's finding the reason in that, finding the reasoning in that. You had something stripped from you, a friend, and as close as they were or weren't, whatever, it's still a friend. Now it could be our opportunity to love that divinity more because it's sharing with you. And it's available to you to show you more, give you more in the friendship and that depth of love. There's like an emptiness that we can feel. Okay, we lost a friend. So what do? Give up in life? Or do I continue loving? Do I continue caring? And as you make that decision, something more comes within you to express that for other people. I don't know how else to say that right now. So I hope that makes some sense.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
take that. Thank you.
All right, let me ask a blessing on you. Think of all the sadness, if you can conjure that up again.
It's here.
I'm sorry?
It's here.
All right, good. Constantly, focus on that sadness. All right, there. Did you feel a shift, change?
I'm still sad.
All right. Is it the same if you stop yourself for a moment and you think about it? Is it the exact same as it was, hon? Or is it different or changed?
Well, the thing that came to me was that the reason I was hanging in there so well for those 8 days
Okay.
was because I wanted him out of his suffering and I wanted it over.
Okay.
And so I had that strength during that time.
Okay.
And it's been about a week since then. And just today, it just feels sad.
Maybe that's the completion of your prayer. Is that possible? Yes or no?
Yeah, yes.
Good. That's all. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right. Great. Elizabeth, my dear. Elizabeth, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Good, good, good. Anything in particular you'd like me to work with? What did you say earlier?
Yeah, it's my bowel is still recuperating from C. diff and megacolon after spinal fusion. So my
Sure.
bowel, I would say my bowel, it's still
You
not
got
working.
it.
Thanks.
All right, my dear. I keep envisioning you sooner than later saying, it just is almost like being in a room by yourself and saying, screaming, yeah, yeah, whatever.
I could feel it felt like cool water pouring on my spleen. It was so great. Thank you. I don't know. It's just beautiful.
It's
Yeah,
healing. It's
thank you.
the hand of God, not mine.
Okay.
The breath of life, the dance of life, God, in what I refer to it as. So,
Similar.
yes, I guess.
No,
All
I'm
right.
definitely similar.
Good, good. All righty. Lynn, anything in particular, my dear? You're back.
Yes, please.
But don't lift any chickens.
I'll try. I'll just stick to the sweet potatoes.
I venture to say that tomorrow you may experience just some stiffness. Just take care of it.
Okay, thank you.
All right. And see, Lynn lives in Canada and in the middle of the mountains somewhere. And she has a little cabin and she has a well outside. And in the wintertime, if she has to chop the ice and bring it in to make hot water. And so
Need a strong back for that.
yeah. There you go. And the cow she keeps inside the cabin. How she gets.
You like warm milk?
Yeah, there you go. It's a brown cow, so she gets chocolate milk out of it. All right. So, oh yeah. All right. Please, anyone else have any questions or comments? And I truly pray that you notice change in your life, either immediately or incrementally in a very short period of time, because there's no right or wrong in the mind of God. And, when it happens or how it happens or why it happens, it's always perfect for the person. Sometimes it'll happen immediately, oftentimes, I should say. And then sometimes with people, as soon as they walk out the door, whatever, and they'll say, oh, wow, this is great. Or walking down the street 2 weeks or 2 months later saying, oh my God, when did this leave me? Whatever it does, however it works for you, it's perfect. So, and if anyone's, interested in an appointment, let me know. I do Zoom, I do FaceTime, I do telephone calls, or I go to Phoenix generally once a month, if anyone's there or wants to go there when it's warmer than where you're living, visit me there. That's the reason I go. Besides, I like the people there too. But please, any comments or questions I could try to answer before we go? Anything anyone want to share? Yeah, please, Aria.
Do you have time to do a thing for me?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Didn't I?
Sure?
I didn't do you. Huh? Yeah, go ahead.
I've been having memory problems lately. Maybe I forgot. Did it happen? No, it didn't happen.
I resemble.
No, you're laughing. I'm serious. Did I forget? I don't know.
There's a lot of environmental stuff that's very inducive for us to take on memory problems, environmental stuff that's happening that's affecting a lot of people. And it's not only you, it's a lot of people. I kind of like the lack of memory because everyone else have it because I've had the lack of memory all my life. And so when I see others coming in being like me, that's great. But in any case, I can gladly work with you on that.
That's not my issue. I honestly was wondering, did you work with me and I forgot?
No.
This evening. Okay. I have a knee that is I don't know, my right knee. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. And it's the kneecap area?
Yes, and it goes down to the left a little bit, like in the flesh, and then all the way down
That's fine.
from that point to into the calf, and it's a
Yeah.
freaking
All right, that's
mess.
fine. Let me work with the knee.
Yes, sir.
Please, can you move around a little bit real briefly and quickly and let me know if you notice anything different? And be candid, please.
It's better. It doesn't hurt on the kneecap anymore. It just hurts on the left now. This
Okay.
is much
All
better.
right,
Thank
let's
you.
see if this doesn't from the kneecap reflect into other areas of your body now. And always, everyone, please keep in mind, from the healing circle here, working with you for a minute, it's going to be quickie healing. So it'll be for 5 minutes, it'll last, or for the rest of your life, and even affect other areas. So let's see, find out. Cool. And I pray it's for the rest of your lives. So any other questions or comments I can try to answer? Please, we got a couple minutes left. Anything, Catherine, huh?
Well, I don't think this is I mean, I know you have a big area of expertise and it's going back to my friend. So is it I don't know if this is a good question for you. But I wanted, he knew that he caused the accident and he was full of regret. And I just was hoping that before he passed, that he came to peace about it.
Is he on the verge of passing?
He did. He did.
Oh, okay.
8 days
Yes.
afterwards.
Matter of fact, what happens is the soul sometimes will bring us into these situations according to what we need in our life. And it's very indifferent. The soul doesn't have anything personal against anyone, your individual soul. It just presents situations to you to acknowledge and to find out about and to develop if you choose to. That's what the soul does. It's very indifferent. It has nothing personal against us. So whatever, sure, accidents happen, but the soul knows how to handle it and present it in a way that we can easily find out about it and translate it into understandings that we don't have to replicate it, or if we do, it's given to us to face in life for a short period of time as we choose. We have free will. We can choose to delve into that for moments or minutes or for the rest of our life if we want. We have free will. We can work things out the rest of our lives. But, you know, most often we see something and we wonder about it. If we can wonder indifferently, objectively about it, then it's worked out.
I just don't know if he did or not.
And how would you know? You can't. It's not up to you.
Right.
That's up to him, unless you want to take on his soul, which I dare you not to.
No.
And that's the least someone wants to do in life is try to go into someone else's soul and to work it out for them, good luck. And then you'd be in hell if you did. You have your own to work out. You weren't born to be a glutton for punishment, and that's what you would go through if you even attempted to. Though it's against nature, but whatever.
Yeah,
So
that's
Yeah.
not my thing.
then why are you suffering?
Why am I sad?
No, suffering, which is sadness too.
I just,
Why are you
I-
suffering? Or trying to?
I don't know.
Good question. Good comment. See what happens now. Cool.
Okay.
Excellent. Any other comments or questions I could try to answer? Yes, please, Leslie.
My comment actually goes directly to Aria. I wasn't laughing at you about your comment. I forget all the time, and I was so impressed that you spoke up for yourself and said without inhibition, hey, have I forgotten this? I think that's beautiful. And I wanted to clarify, my laughter was a joyful, honest, truthful expression of just praise for you.
Awesome.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you
Awesome.
very much.
Truly, truly.
Love it.
Thanks.
All right. Any other comments or questions I can try to answer? Please, anything before we go?
How was
Say
your workshop last week?
It was incredible. Incredible, Ray. And all the workshops, if anyone wants to see the 4-day workshops, an hour and a half a day, we're going to be offering them at a discount for anyone who wants to see them after the workshop is given. They're incredible. The anxiety, worry, and fear, the final one is, it was incredible. And there were 2 others before that, all different. So you can go to anyone at any time. And the next workshop is going to be a Thursday, the 10th of November. It's a 2-hour one, and it's called Your Deeper Understanding of Healing. 2 full hours from 4:30 Mountain Time to 6:30 Mountain Time. And on the East Coast, it would be 6:30 to 8:30. Chicago would be 5:30 to 7:30. But November 15th, 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th, it's another 4-day workshop, Wisdoms to Help You Grow. And it's a culmination of various things that I've brought up, I'm going to be expanding upon for a greater comprehension. And it changes people's lives. It will. And it'll go in depth in your understanding about life in a simple way to help you find the simplicity of life. And that's, again, 4 days, November 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. It's on the website. And so there. We will be offering it at a discount, 25% off of what the costs normally are. Thanks for asking, Ray. And the anxiety, worry, and fear are just unbelievable. I've actually been approached by a very large publisher to do 2 books on it and audio tapes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's how it blew me away. So, and that's going to be a couple months project. So, or at least.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate bringing it up. I forgot all about the workshops and stuff. And so,
Do
any
you need
questions?
guinea pigs for your project?
I'm sorry, hon?
Do you need guinea pigs for your project?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't gone that far in thinking. I just found out today.
Well, I have lots of clients who are baskets of, they're just fill a basket with anxiety. That's
I need,
that's
I need someone to work on me. So,
all right.
all right. Yeah, thanks for the offer. Thanks for the offer. I don't know how it's going to work out. And all right, great. All right. Say my adieus. And again, next week we'll have a healing circle, same time, same place. Sign up for it. Sign up for the appointments, sign up for the workshops, the healing clinic this Thursday for 20-minute appointments. They're really powerful. And I get to work with you longer than 2 minutes. And oh, here's the name of the artist for the background. She put it up, Margarita something, Cats Dancing on Halloween. And the other word, Yermolieva, must be I love Starbucks in Spanish. So, all right, everyone. Blessings and thank you so much. Please keep me updated.
So much.
And if you want, if you notice change in your life in this very short time that we work, then write me a little thing. Write me a little thing. Email it to me. Mark@markearlix.com. Blessings.
Blessings.
Blessings, Mark. Thank you.